Welcome to Cooking Bits and Bites. I'm Bea.
And I'm Dee.
And today we're going to make an Italian cheesecake. Really authentic. So we start by taking graham crackers and we put them in a bag and we beat the crap out of them.
Oh my God.
This recipe is really good because you can take out a
Your
lot
aggression.
of your frustrations. It's especially good if you have anger management issues.
Honey, there was a woman in line at the bank in front of me the other day, and she was being so mean to that little teller. I wish her face was in that bank right now. That's really loud. Hi there. Now we have beat the hell out of our graham crackers. Now Barbara is going to grease liberally the inside of her quick release little pan.
Right, this is a spring-form pan, and we want to make sure that we grease it up really well. Now open that bag.
Barbara, I have never made cheesecake from scratch before.
Oh, it's really easy. Now drop all the ingredients in that.
Oh, look at that.
And here's what we do. We shake it up, and notice how it's sticking, and then we run it along the sides.
That's a good idea. It just coats the whole side, doesn't it?
Just coats the whole side. And this is how we prepare our pan. And now you've got a lovely prepared pan. We're going to put it in the refrigerator while we make the rest of the ingredients.
Terrific, so easy. Okay, now we're going to separate 8 eggs. The whites from the yellows, right? Cheesecake's really good for the holidays, isn't it?
It really is. And this is such an easy recipe, especially if you have a girlfriend who can help you.
What's our next step, Barbara?
Well, you're going to beat those egg whites till they're really fluffy, so they have peaks.
With our little electric mixer. And it's on high, right?
Yes.
Ooh, look how it goes.
That looks great.
Look at that, we have our little soft peaks. Perfect. Now what do I do, Barbara?
Now we have to beat the eggs.
Right into these eggs. 8 egg yolks.
8 egg yolks. The next step, Dee, is you take your ricotta and just take a knife and it just comes right out. And you use 3 small containers for this recipe. Now if you notice, this is the skin.
Skim.
The part skin, because we do want to be dietitious.
That's right. That's true, because you know what? If we eat cheesecake every day, we'll just get as big as a house. But if we eat it every day with part skim, we will only get about the size of half of a big house. I don't know. There's a little bit left in there.
Okay, please not wet.
Okay, terrific. There's not much flavor to this little
This
ricotta, is there?
No, there isn't, which is why we've got 2 cups of sugar that are going to go in here. So Dee, do you want to beat this until smooth?
I will beat it till smooth. Here we go.
Well, that looks really smooth. Now, according to the recipe, we start by putting in the egg yolks.
Egg yolks.
So
In they go.
pouring the egg yolks in.
And we're just going to incorporate that right into our delicious cheese. Where's our spatula?
Where is our spatula? You need to be better organized.
We need to set people. We need to set people to help us with this little process, because sometimes you have to scrape your bowl. Perfect, Barbara.
And is this a Tupperware spatula?
It is a Tupperware spatula. Saucy silicone Tupperware spatula. Heat safe up to 425 degrees.
Now, once we've got the egg yolks mixed in, we're going to start to slowly add our 2 cups of sugar.
And very slowly, girls, because we want the sugar to melt into our cheese mixture.
Now, one thing we also have is lemon rind. And this is really a half of lemon that we kind of ground up and chopped really, really fine. And that's going to go in our mixture. We also don't want to forget 1 tablespoon of vanilla.
And use good vanilla, girls, when you're baking. Make sure it's really good vanilla. None of that imitation stuff.
Whoops. Oh well.
Oh, perfect.
A little more vanilla than...
Vanilla's always good.
And again, we're keep adding our sugar slowly.
How much sugar was that?
Well, the whole recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar.
Terrific.
And it calls for a half a cup of sifted flour that we're pouring in right now.
And go slow with this, girls, because yesterday I was making this and woo, look what happened. It just blows flour all over the kitchen. Woo, just like a little snowstorm. So fun.
And we'll add some more.
This also a recipe to do with the little children. Make sure that you're drunk and have some pills handy. I would never make this with children. Would you?
No.
I can barely make it myself. I don't need any little monkey children running around the house.
Now, once that's all blended, now you have your egg whites. And what my friend Dee said is we should fold them in, where normally I just beat the suckers in.
Because I watch the cooking shows, and you know, Ina Garten and all those little girls, they always fold their egg whites into their mixture, because if you don't, it deflates all the work that you've done making those nice and peaky.
Really?
Don't worry about making a mess. They'll clean that up for us later. Ooh, that slid right in there. Made a funny now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to fold. So folding, folding. So you go into the center and you turn out. Into the center and turn out. Into the center and turn out. That's how you do it. Look how delicious that is. Now every little bit goes right into this little pan.
What we're going to do is we are going to bake this for 10 minutes at 425. Then we're going to lower it to 325 and cook it for an additional hour.
Terrific. Look.
Okay, so we've taken this out. Now when you take it out, you can see it's already starting to fall. It comes out, it's really poofy.
It's poofy like a souffle at first.
Yes, and then it will fall, fall, fall. So you need to leave this out. What I like to do is take a paper towel and I leave it out on the counter. I cover it with a paper towel. I leave it out on the counter for at least an hour while it cools, and then we put our powdered sugar on it.
It smells so good. All right.
Okay, so now our cheesecake has fallen. And what I like to do is I like to take powdered sugar.
In her Tupperware modular made.
Yes, because this way it doesn't get bugs.
No bugs.
And
now, are you sure that that's not flour? Because it's not labeled with a P-touch.
no, I don't know.
Sugar.
Oh, good. Okay, so here's how I do it.
Well, you just go right in there with your hands, huh?
Go right in there with my hands,
Oh, look how pretty.
and that's
Snowy.
it. When this gets very, very cool, you're going to just flip this. Ooh, it's not cool yet.
That's when you release your springform.
Release
when
the
it's
springform
cool.
when it's cool. But this is not too cool.
Done.
Done! And so are we.
Thanks for tuning in.
To Bits and Bites, I'm Bea.
And I'm Dee.
Until next time.
Happy eating.